Hey everyone, I'm Sam Shelley. They call me a medical miracle, the Miracle Man. Now it's time for you to create a miracle in your life. So today I want to talk about law of attraction in regards to your health. I know for myself, I had all sorts of stories about my health. I had all these diseases. I had all the stories on multiple sclerosis that's incurable. So I had a junk drawer filled with all these articles piled in my drawer. Then I had all the stories from my doctors and therapists about how MS was incurable. Just lots and lots of stuff in my junk drawer. So healing would have been really difficult for me if I focused on healing because there's just too much resistance up in here, too many stories that it was impossible. So for when you're doing law of attraction and you visualize yourself being healthy, is that going to work if you got all these stories saying why you cannot heal yourself? You will really have to plow through all those stories. And I haven't seen anybody that's been able to plow through their stories. There's just too much resistance and people just give up. So what I did, and this is how true manifestation takes place, is from the 0 point. The 0 point being that quantum level of energy where it's just particles, where they're not in any forms at this time. They're just there waiting for instructions. And you can give it those instructions because you are one with the universe. So the first step to manifest a health, we'll focus on health, but it can be money, it can be career, it can be anything, because you can create your reality. But you have to have patience because this comes from this low level energy into this physical world. And sometimes things need to clear and move before things can manifest. Usually things clearing and moving is up in here. Your belief system that's getting in the way. The particles are bubbling up and this is saying, no, 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 we can't do that yet. We can't do this yet. Nope, not the right time. Whatever that story may be. So it's really like sitting there in this place of deep peace where there's no story. You're just fully here in this moment. You can call this a self-realized state, an awakened state where the mind is extremely quiet. There's no buzzsaw of noise up here. I can just sit here now and just be quiet and notice where my feet are, my hands, be fully present where there's no story. But that's a practice. I didn't get there overnight. I got there rather quickly, but it wasn't like that. So it just takes a little bit of practice of just becoming present, of finding that inner peace. Then once you're in this place of stillness, then you can set an intention. How do I improve my situation? How do I improve this body? How do I improve this mind? How do I improve this hand, this foot, whatever it may be? So you just ask that question and you just wait for the answer to arise. It's hard to explain, but out of the stillness, this wisdom will rise up. But once it rises up, you have to take action. You have to take that step because this will be the first voice. This will be the second voice. The mental junk drawer will start rummaging through the articles and give you an excuse why that isn't going to work. So once that wisdom arises, you take action on that before the mental junk drawer can take over and kill that intention, that dream, if you will. But it's really learning to focus on peace. Who are you? Who is the real you? It's that consciousness, that place of peace, joy, wisdom right here in your heart, the seat of the soul. This is your lighthouse. It knows the way forward. And this mind up here filled with all this junk and your mental junk drawer, it's just blocking all the efforts. And yeah, I know your mind hates me. I really do. Because it wants to keep you stuck in pain, suffering, disease. And I want you to get out of all that stuff, release it, be free. And then you will create miracles, because miracles are natural. So just notice in your law of attraction, does it fight against your mental junk? If it fights against your mental junk, your manifestations aren't going to be pure. They're going to be distorted, and you may end up with something you really don't want, more pain and suffering. Because this mind will protest and give you more stories and become stronger. So just really focus on who are you, being at peace with who you are. No criticism, no judgment. This is how you create. So when I hear stories of visualize, see yourself healthy, believe it before it comes true, sometimes that's too big of a leap. It really is just too big of a leap. It was for me, but what I could focus on was being at peace with me, of not judging me, not criticizing me, and just learning to pick gaps in the thought stream. Chatter, 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 nonstop, constantly wired, plugged in. Got to step back. Where are my feet? Where are my hands? Becoming present pits that gap into the thought stream. This mind likes to make it really complicated and difficult. But the first step of healing is not to talk about healing. Talk about who am I? How can I be at peace with me? Being at peace with yourself, loving yourself unconditionally, will put you aligned in with your soul. And then miracles just happen. Synchronicities just happen. Life becomes very magical at that place. But when you're in a place of feeling stuck, of stress, of anxiety, of worry, that's the garbage. We need to let that go. So I'm doing some workshops starting here in a few weeks, all sorts of topics, and I'll be covering this topic as well. And soon, I know it's on the schedule. And also some programs too. There's a certain fee, but if you buy them in advance, I discount it. I love to give discounts because I want the best for you, but yet I need to survive, to feed myself, to make a living. So we're all doing our very best, taking that one step at a time. But you just have to be at peace with you. Find that peace, that joy, that enlightenment that's always here. This is simply the dark night of the mind, pinning a lampshade over your own light. All right, that's the law of attraction on healing. No complicated steps. Very simple, one step at a time. Just be you, the real you, not this false identity of yourself. And take good care of yourself, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now. But really, take good care of you. You matter. You make a difference. You are the light of the world. All right. Bye for now.